And the fact that we're alive today as a species and dominant on this planet is because we're winners. And I'm sick of people telling us we're not winners. You are a winner. You are special. Consciousness is incredible. An incredible God made you, whether you believe in God or not. Look around you. Reality's fantastic. 12 dimensions they've discovered. Scientists believe there's probably life in other dimensions. What do you think all this is? We only see a very narrow spectrum of light, just in the light spectrum of this dimension. The eye has not seen, the ear has not heard what God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, has in store for us. And we're not going to let the globalists wall off reality, put us in a matrix to control us, dumb us down, and then phase us out like we're a horse and buggy whip in 1920 and the factories are closing because nobody buys buggies and buggy whips and horses anymore. We are the innovators. We are the great creation. We are in the image of the great creator. We are special. We are powerful. And that's why the fallen one on this planet wants to bring us down. And the reason I get more and more spiritual is because I realize that's where the real fight is. And I realized that that's the only way we're going to beat the enemy is with a force greater and more powerful and stronger. You are not going to beat something from the same energy level. You're going to have to go above it. You're going to have to go around it. And the enemy knows that, and that's why they had to make us godless first. They had to take over the churches. I mean, the most evil doctrines you can imagine are taught in these churches now. Across the board. And I'm no Pharisee or Sadducee up here claiming I've got all the answers. I know I can see evil. I know I can see it growing. I know the devil has captured the church in the world, from the Catholic Church to the Protestant Church, speaking the literal doctrine of Satan. One world government, planetary rule, collectivism, all the rest of it. And this just shows us how we're 2 minutes to midnight. And I will assure all the Christianoids out there of something very important. The fact that you think you're covered when you don't go out and fight the tyranny and you don't go out and warn people, I know in my heart, I don't say this to judge you, I know in my heart that my God-fearing conscience, the minute I even think about backing down from the New World Order, my soul goes, you don't want to do that, or you're going to be made separate from God. You call that hell. Being in the presence of all these evil people, your energy, your spirit going into that dimension, that's hell. Being around all these losers for eternity, you want to be resonating, to use a modern term, people can understand, into that spectrum? No, no, no. I don't want to go there. I don't want to spend any time there. And my spirit says, if you're not fighting tyranny, this is my experience, yours may be different. If you're not resisting the oppression of innocence, and if you're screwing people over, and if you're passively going along with it, that you are going to be cut off from God. Basically, evil is people and ideas and systems that cheat God's system, the world's biological system, our spiritual system, and basically contaminate things with what I'd call galactic mental illness. Not treating others as you want to be treated. Not realizing that everything you do ends up coming back onto you. And that's just my gut-level philosophy. And the globalists are cheating all of that, believing they're going to transcend humanity and become gods. There's no way you're going to transcend anything without going through the steps God has set up for us. And just common sense says that. We have more information than the world's ever had, more of it at our fingertips, and people have never been as ignorant. That's an example of not appreciating things. And again, the globalists have us chasing all the diversions, all the distractions, all their fiat currency. The real fortune to be had is freedom and a relationship with the creator of the universe and being able to raise your own family and to associate with who you wish and to engage in the great animating contest of liberty. And it's true that fortune favors the bold. If your fortune that you're looking for is freedom, And if you refuse to comply with tyranny, you will live in a freer society, and you will then consequently be wealthy, you will be successful, you will be empowered. And it depends on what wealth you're looking for. A wealth of friends, a wealth of ideas, a wealth of enjoyment, camaraderie, an honorable life. There are so many forms of wealth, and the globalists have made us very poor indeed when the average American doesn't know what Independence Day is, or 19% of Americans know what the First Amendment is in a new national poll.